Yeah, what's up, everyone? Welcome to FILMspiration, the place where filmmakers come to get inspired. My name's writer-director Edgar Ibarra. Let's get down to business. I have a very special treat for all you kiddos out there. We have
Gerardo Candelario.
And Gerardo, you are?
An actor.
There you go. Now, Gerardo, you were on my film about 6-7 months back, and here we are at the third from the right. You did an audition today.
Correct.
Okay. So one of the things, Gerardo, that you brought to my attention was, I think it's a very niche topic, but a very interesting one. Talk to me about what we were talking about in there.
Well, one thing I've noticed is when it comes to auditioning, I'm actually not that great. I don't audition very well at all, but whenever I'm actually on set and I give a performance, everyone has always been happy with my performances. I seem to do a lot better once I'm on set than I do when I'm auditioning for a part.
Now, Gerardo, what is it about the audition in your case? Is it stepping into the room? Is it shedding the nerves? Just if we can go through that for a moment.
It's kind of a combination of things. It starts off with trying to shed the nerves, trying to find the character that you want to bring to the director, make sure he likes the character. And then sometimes you look around the room and you see your competition. You see them getting into character and you see how good they are. And you start to doubt yourself a little bit. You're like, well, am I that good? Because these guys are good. Yeah. Like right now, another guy just walked in, and he just looks the part, and he's going for the same part that I'm going for, and I could just tell he's really good for it. So that's just those nerves that kind of get to you.
Yeah. But I've also heard, Gerardo, that with regards to like parts and certain actors getting certain parts, that sometimes it might not be, and this has been my experience as well, on the back side of the camera after that motorcycle goes by. Sometimes it's been my experience that sometimes it's not that the actor or actress did not do a great job. It's just sometimes it's more about what does the role need. And so what I've come to realize is that it's not personal in those cases. Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's definitely not personal. A lot of times, or actually all the time, the directors, they want a specific look plus talent, someone that can actually pull the character through. I mean, a person can have the look, but if you can't bring the character to life, I mean, it's not going to do them any good. And at the same time, if the person is a really good actor, but yet his look isn't convincing enough for the role that they want, I mean, sometimes the director wants both. Every now and then you'll get someone good enough to actually pull it off, and he can make himself look the part. And that's where you got to work on is, really building your character, learning to build your character. Even if you don't look the part, you can bring it out of you.
Now, one of the best pieces of advice that I have ever heard with regards to, and as you know, Gerardo, I'm more on the writing, the shooting, the directing, the editing side, not so much acting, and I will never, ever claim to be an actor. I actually suck at acting. Full disclosure. But one of the best pieces of advice that I heard from an actor was you just have to let it go. The nerves, the anxiety, the stress, you have to let it go. Do your best, and guess what? If the role is for you, and if they feel that, this role, that you could do something in the role, then that's why you'll get the role, which is why I was told it's not personal. And so what can you add to that?
That's actually very correct, because the times I have been on set, I know I don't really have any competition. I already got the part. The nerves, for some reason, just go away. And I can bring out that character once I'm already on set. I know the part's mine. I know what I have to do. It's been given to me, or I've earned it, and I know what I have to do now. Versus when you're still trying to get it, that's when the nerves are. You got to learn to let go of the nerves early on. And just imagine you already got the part. You're in front of the director at that point performing for him. That's the way you got to look at it. Just forget that you're auditioning and just fall into the role.
And Gerardo, as we were speaking, and even as we were trying to come up with what should we title this video and whatnot, and I just threw out there focusing on your strengths, because I think it's fascinating how certain people can suck so bad, for lack of a better term. Let me use the word suck. I think certain people can suck so bad at, maybe you suck at ice hockey, maybe you suck at bike riding, but they're so amazing in other areas. And so I think it's fascinating when maybe in your case, like you said, you feel you're not the best auditioner, but there are people, and from what I saw, this was definitely you on my set, that once they're in the moment, boom, it's like a light switch goes on, and they do their thing, and they're in their element, and all of a sudden they're shining, and they go from they just turn on like a light bulb, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, once you're for me anyway, once I'm on set, pretty much all the nerves are gone. I put myself in character, I focus on what I have to do, and part of it is listening to the people that you're working with. You don't look at it as a performance so much anymore, but a conversation that you're having with somebody. You listen to what they're saying and you respond. I mean, obviously you got your lines, you got a script, but you need to respond the way you actually would, and you just fall into that character, just go into it.
Now, Gerardo, here, let me go ahead and flip this mic around before my wrist snaps off. All right, so we're now switched up. One of the questions I had with regards to what you just said about just responding, some of the best acting that I've ever seen is when people just let go of the acting and just be human. A human response to just a human situation that they're in. How difficult, easy is it to step into that space?
If you become familiar with the topic, it's actually very easy. If they surprise you with the topic, or you shouldn't really be surprised, you should already have the script. You know, if you don't know the topic, learn about it. You know, start focusing on that. Learn as much as you can about the topic as you possibly can. That way, when you guys are talking about it, it comes natural to you. You know what you're talking about. You don't act like you know what you're talking about. You'll actually know what you're talking about.
And that's where, as an actor, you have to put in the work and do, you know, the digesting of the content. Maybe you need to do a little research. Maybe you go and spend a day in a kitchen because you're going to be a chef in the film, right? Like, is that where you put in the work to really step into things?
Absolutely. I mean, if you're going to play a chef, go learn to cook, go watch chefs, go, you know, get some help from someone that knows how to cook that does on a regular basis. You know, if you're going to come out as a fitness instructor, learn proper ways to do exercises, get yourself in shape to look the part. You know, if you're going to be a gardener, go out with someone that knows how to garden. Yeah. Learn about flowers. You know,
research, right? So that's where putting in the work comes in, right?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. Gerardo, now, how long have you been acting?
I started in 2011.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that, Gerardo. So you've been at it for, that would put us at coming up on 8 years now, really?
Yeah, and I started mostly in background. Most of the stuff I got in the beginning was just background, no lines, nothing like that. Mm-hmm. When I finally started getting speaking roles, well, I had to learn, and I've been learning as I go. And then I started taking a couple acting classes, and slowly improving and starting to do research on everything I possibly can as well, so I can't be surprised by much.
Gerardo, what do you say to the people out there who maybe have the acting bug? Maybe they've had the curiosity, like, can I do it? Should I do it? Should I even try? And I hit on this with like a lot of actors and actresses because I love to hear all of your guys' different input and responses. What do you tell those people who have just a sliver or spark of desire or curiosity?
Why not try it? I mean, you got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. If you like it, keep at it. If you decide it's not for you, well, you didn't really lose anything. You know, it's better to know, you know, it's better to not be left wondering, what if I would have tried?
Yep, very true. Could you imagine your life without acting?
Could I imagine it? Yeah. Do I like it? No.
You don't like your life without acting?
No.
What is it when you are not acting? Do you feel... Does a piece of you, is it like a piece of you's missing?
When I'm not acting, it seems I'm always the same person. When I act, it's like getting permission to be a clown, getting permission to be silly, getting permission to be something you're normally not, and not get in trouble for it.
And how important is that to be able to step outside of yourself and just let go of, you know, who you are? Because we're all who we are every single day. So it sounds like you have fun, or maybe that's necessary for you.
Yeah, for me it's a release. I mean, I don't feel like I'm always pent up in the same things, in the same person, in the same life. It makes me feel like I get released. I get some freedom at some point.
Very cool. Gerardo, so another topic that you know we always hear about, and I've asked other actors and actresses, Andrea in a previous episode, asked her about this before. There seems to be this notion of, you know, the overnight success. But really, I mean, no one sees a lot of the hard work and the years of hard work that you actors and actresses, and maybe cast and crew also, no, not maybe, definitely cast and crew, and definitely actors. No one sees the years of blood, sweat, and tears, but everyone is there for the one big moment, right? But there's a lot of work that goes into it, right?
Yeah, that overnight success, as far as I know, doesn't exist. Just because you didn't know them the day before, and then all of a sudden you know who he is, doesn't mean he didn't just spend a lot of years working at his craft, trying to get up there. I mean, you only see the success part. You don't see the suffering, the hard work, everything that they had to go through to get there.
Very true. And so one thing that I didn't know, and I feel really dumb, but I'll just go ahead and say it. What's the name of the guy from Fast and Furious? The actor.
Which one? Dwayne Johnson, Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. So I didn't know Vin Diesel was in 1998's Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah, he was.
I had no idea up until about 2 months ago, and I said, "No way." Somebody showed me a clip on YouTube, and I didn't feel dumb, but I felt enlightened, like, whoa, you know.
Well, that's normal because I didn't know about it either until someone mentioned it. So I went back and watched the movie, and I actually watched the whole movie to the part when it got to him. And obviously, yeah, you recognize him, but he wasn't the way you're used to seeing him. That's why, and he wasn't the star of that show, so you really didn't pay him much mind at the time.
So my assumption is going to be that was the point in his career where he was, he was scratching and clawing his way to the top, and then eventually, boom, Vin Diesel blows up, right?
Correct.
Like one of those cars in Fast and Furious.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's the same thing with Jason Statham when he was in the one with Jet Li. He was a supporting character, and then all of a sudden he got the transporter.
I didn't know that. There you go, learning live on Facebook.
Yeah, he was a smaller character, and he didn't really kick ass. And I'm sorry, could I say that? No, on here. He really didn't kick too much butt on the one, and now in all his other movies, he's total badass. So.
Awesome, Gerardo. Is there what is the bottom line or the takeaway that you want to deliver to people out there with regards to Gerardo Candelario, who you are as an actor, what you're doing, what you're after? What do you ultimately want people to know, among the many things that you could communicate?
Mostly, I've gotten to really love to do the acting. Once I started, it was, you meet all these great people, you have fun on set. It's like you start getting a whole bunch of new family members, basically. Like I said, to me, it's just a release, something I love doing. I don't really think my goal is fortune. It's more becoming a new and better person.
Cool. That and you know what? That's I've heard of different actors and actresses. Some don't have, I know the Hollywood thing. Okay, we get it. But I've met actors and actresses that's not their goal. And you know what I say to that? Kudos to you. You know what you want, and if that's what works for you. So, in that sense, with regards to that as a goal, Hollywood, there's no right and there's no wrong, and that's what I've learned from this one person in particular that told me that.
That's true. I guess everybody has their own reason for going up there. I mean, you can't really fault a person for following their dreams.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody has their own motives. Just stick to your own motives, and worry about what you want to do.
Bye, Mina. Love you.
Bye, Mina. Thank you.
Question, Gerardo. One last one.
Okay.
How do you define success in your life, for you in particular?
Being happy and my family being happy. And to me, that's success. Keeping myself and the ones I love happy.
Awesome. And happiness beyond money, beyond material. To just be happy and do something that makes you happy. I mean, that's, at least in my sense, I mean, that's the return on investment for anything that I do.
Correct. Same here. I mean, it doesn't have to come from money. It doesn't have to come from material things. As long as you're close with the ones you love, you're always there for them. They're always there for you, and just you love them. That's been successful.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you out of that last part. No, but that I like that. I like that definition of success, happiness. Gerardo, is there something else you want to add there?
No, I've kind of run out of words.
Now, Gerardo, for those out there who are watching this and say, you know what, I need that guy in my movie, how can they get in touch with you?
Well, you could reach me at Third from the Right agency. You can also reach me at on Facebook, Gerardo Candelario, and I'm also on Instagram. My Instagram is actually dirt.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I wondered dirt. Yeah, and I'm like, so I had to mouth it out one time. I'm like, Oh, okay. Okay, so and all of your information we'll put in the description of the video, Gerardo. Gerardo, thank you so much for sharing your time, your knowledge, your wisdom, your insight, your experience. I really do appreciate it. Anything else for the kiddos out there?
I know, just keep pushing for your dreams. Don't give them up.
And speaking of dreams, here we go to one of my favorite parts of Filmspiration. Everyone, if you have a higher power, appeal to your higher power. If not, don't ask for anyone's blessing or that's between you and your higher power. If not, don't ask for anyone's blessing or permission. Run out there, tell your stories. You do you. If you need a little help, if you have any questions, you can go to the University of YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you like that?
Or Google.
I hear, or the University of Google. I hear the tuition's free, and you can learn anything that you want there. And everyone, so how do you get in touch with Filmspiration? Glad you asked. On YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the bell. That way you're notified next time I make a new video. On the Facebooks, hit that like button. And then also, if you like the video, give us a big fat thumbs up, please. Leave a comment. I will hit you back. If you did not like this video, give us a big fat thumbs up anyway. And that's my sarcasm right there from the bottom of my heart. And, if you feel that you know somebody who can benefit from all of the wisdom, knowledge, and information that flowed from this beautiful human being,
Gerardo Candelario.
Exactly. Go ahead and share the video with them. That's what it's all about. That's why I do what I do, because I'm documenting the amazing people and things going on, film related, maybe theater related, in Southern Arizona. Instagrams and Twitters, description below. Everyone, I love you so much. Thank you so much for always tuning in. And Gerardo, I totally screwed that up. I was going to say, okay, so this has been, and then you say your name.
Gerardo Candelario.
And my name is writer director Edgar Ibarra, and I'm screwing up my own name, and this is how I know I need to stop this live feed. This has been Filmspiration, everyone. I love you. Adios.
Later, guys.
Bye.